Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Storm here.
Jessica here.
We are watching more of The Last of Us today, Season 2, Episode 5. I did see the title this time. It says, Feel Her Love.
What could they possibly be talking about? There's
no
way to
Jessica. I don't know.
There's no way to possibly know what's being discussed here.
Mm-hmm. So we have discussed before that it's very interesting how we are being introduced to the Seraphites, where we are more compassionate towards them because we're seeing this other human side of them to a certain extent. Yeah,
at the very beginning. Yeah. Like the first thing we get is a child and her father, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Guardian, someone who's trying to protect her. And that went awry, and because the wolves murdered them. But in the game, it's just absolutely terrifying. And I love how they introduced the whistle right away, because you know that sends a chill up most of our spines. What whistle? The one where you're always caught, because I'm not stealthy in the game. I got better, but it's hard to play.
God,
stealth.
That first time you fight Seraphites as Ellie and you're crawling through the grass and like you're just like, all right, I know if I go over this hill, it's gonna do a cutscene. And I don't want it to.
Sometimes, yeah, I know. And the cutscenes are so great. And the transitions are very smooth. But sometimes I hesitate before I go through an area because I know something bad's going to happen just because of that reason. That's so funny. But yeah, so the games are great. Sneak,
but the cutscene gets you.
Yes. And I know a lot of you have not played the games. And if you have not, and if you do have time and like playing games, we highly recommend Part 1 first, then Part 2, because they're excellent games. And Part 1 was recently remastered again just a few months ago. So I actually got the latest version, and I'm trying to play that with my boyfriend right now, who loves the series, but he never played the game. So he's enjoying it so far. I'm letting him play. And I am a nice person, but I'm noticing when I watch someone else who doesn't know how to use joysticks properly in an open world game, I get a little impatient.
Is he right at the door? Are you like looking at him?
No, I know. He might be like looking right over here. And I was just like cracking up because like I didn't realize how aggressive or like kind of passive aggressive I was being, where I was like, you gotta look up, he's right there, he's supposed to be stealth, you know. And he's like, this is my first time playing, okay? So it is a fun experience though, but I love him playing and me just watching, you know, because he's not a big gamer at all, so just watching when you're not really into games is very different. I love watching, so it works out well. So anywho, shall we get into this episode and we'll talk about it after?
Let's do it. We apparently missed a cameo in last week's episode.
Oh yes, I did hear about that, a YouTuber or something, right?
But someone from Drake and Josh.
Oh yeah,
but, just FYI, that's after our time. So
I know. Oh no, we're old. Older.
We're the olds.
My unit is responsible for securing the hospital. I know your orders. I gave them the lease. What happened?
The hospital.
We cleared the ground floor up to the 6th. A few scattered infected here and there, nothing we couldn't handle. All that was left was the basement. B1, B2, B3.
We
were expecting the worst, the kind of environment they like. Plus the old-timer set down there was where they brought the first cordyceps patients in 03. On top of that, we had an access
Ground
problem.
Zero.
Stairwells here.
Hospital.
He was struggling to breathe. He could hardly talk. I thought maybe he had been bit. I said, Leon, were you bit? He said it's in the air.
Finally, they're bringing in the spores.
They're bringing it in.
It's always a thing. It's the first game. Oh, that's so terrifying. Oh, I'm so happy they're introducing the spores. Sadly enough.
I knew it wasn't in the vents or we would have all been infected weeks ago. So I scrambled my other team, and we locked the only door to B2, and we locked the only door to B1. And we did what Leon said. We sealed them in.
Yeah, that's rough.
I'm sorry about your son.
Oh, shoot. I knew.
Shit, Liam was her son?
Wow, to make that kind of sacrifice. Jesus. Like, you know what you're up against at that point. Like, she trusted what he was saying. Wow.
I love this. This is exactly what she did in the game.
Mm-hmm.
She's smart.
She's so smart.
Can I help? No. Why? Because I'm stupid? That's not the word I would use. Really? What word, then? Non-school oriented. Fuck you, I'm in school. Help. I'm triangulating. Do you know how that works? Yes. With triangles.
That's what I would say.
It's pretty standard.
Good job.
Get a bearing of their true movements and then triangulate back to their bases. I'm estimating angles, so... I mean, if I had a protractor, it would be a lot more accurate. Oh, I actually bought a protractor. You did?
No.
I'm gonna leave you alone now and go and explore the rest of this place because you're smart as fuck and you're figuring it out.
She is smart as fuck.
Ellie.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
They're adorable.
So, you know what I realized too? Is that they left Shimmer.
Yeah, they did.
They left Shimmer, which is better than the fate Shimmer gets in the video game. 100%.
I know, because I kind of wonder if that's still going to happen, but I hope not.
Figure it out?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah. Good. We follow a safe path west until this spot. Here, let me show you.
I'm glad it's still in the game. Technically, it doesn't make sense timeline anymore, but I don't care.
Pretty evenly
Yeah.
spread
So good.
So they're watching that entire area. But there's a gap between here and here. How about this? What are you gonna name it? Huh? Oh, if it's a girl, Ellie. If it's a boy, Elijah. Really? No. What?
No.
Name. What the fuck?
Feel her love.
Feel
Feel
this
this
bitch.
bitch. Holy crap. Wow. And then puke. And smell.
Yep, there's the puke.
Oh my god. And hairstyle.
We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby.
Correct.
What am I doing?
Correct. Go back. Go
Do you
home.
want to go back? I'll take you back. You don't need to do this.
Change everything from the game and go home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucking stupid.
This whole thing's awful.
You know, you never asked me about the first person I killed.
Dina!
Okay. Who? When I was little, we lived in a cabin in a forest north of Santa Fe. And there were scattered families around. But mostly it was just us alone. And I would get so bored cooped up with my mom and sister, I would just beg them, just let me play outside. But my mom was scared and she wouldn't let me go outside alone. But one day I just fucking did. And I had a gun, so who's gonna fuck with me? Now, you already know how this story ends, because I don't live in a cabin north of Santa Fe anymore, and I don't have a mom or sister anymore. But since everyone's past is fucked, and we've all heard everyone's fucked stories, how do you think this one goes? I don't know. Raiders? Just one. And then? You got home. They were dead. He was gone. Almost. He was still there. I heard them screaming, and I ran back with my gun out, but I was too slow because I was fucking 8. And when he heard me, he turned around, and he looked really startled. And when I shot him, he looked more startled. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought, how did you get to Jackson? Doesn't matter.
What a terrible
This
story.
is what matters. Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that. And I think, what if I hadn't snuck out? What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? What if that motherfucker made me watch as he did it?
Yeah, right?
Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No. No. And if I hadn't killed him, if he had gotten away, I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever. Forever. There's no right answer. If I die, it's on me.
It's easier said.
It won't be your fault. So what do you want to do?
Go forward.
Keep going.
Fuck. Is it the horrible office building with all the sneaky guys? The stalkers?
Oh, maybe. Oh, I hated that building.
At least we're not blocked in.
That's the one where it took me forever to get through.
Searchlights are up high to scan the outside, which means there'll be no line of sight to the inside. Good. What's the other positive? That door's open, and nothing's come out to kill us. Yet. Great. Maybe.
Yet's a big modifier there, lady.
Yeah, you should do that, because you're the one who can't get infected.
Good point.
So the wolves here gunfire, then we'll have a whole army up our ass.
Maybe we're going to see more of those stalkers, you know? They like to hide.
If it gets bad, and we have to make a choice between shooting or running, we run. Last resort, we got it.
Repeat after me.
Oh, you think that no matter what happens, I'm just gonna start firing? Literally every single time, yes. Don't get angry. You're a little crazy. And that's exciting. That's one of the reasons I love you. But I do
I love
wanna
you.
make it out of here.
He's like, what?
You love me?
Oh.
Ellie, you claimed control of her child last night.
I know, exactly. I'm going to be a dad.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna be a dad. I love that line. It's so cute.
So tell me again, what's the plan? Knives or run?
Does that say mysterious gasping?
Oh, you get freaking stalkers. Ooh.
Oh, it is stalkers!
Why is it hiding? I think it's a smart one. Like the one that stalked me in the supermarket. Okay,
Oh,
but
God.
you killed that one, so we can kill this one too, right? Yes, I killed it. Not before he got me. Fucking bit you. What was I supposed to tell you? You would have...
Oh my God, the groaning.
If it's like the other one, it's gonna be fast and it's gonna be sneaky. But this time it's 2-on-1. Now that fucker's gonna try to flank us. So I say we flank him first. We split up.
If there's one, Ellie.
One comes up and takes it out from behind. Plan?
You don't know if there's just one. You gotta do something, though. Uh-oh. Sounds like a few. They're just echoey. Yep, two.
What do we do? I don't know. Let's go back the way we came. If we run, they're gonna chase, so we have to go slow.
Oh crap,
Nope,
this
they're
is
in
more.
front of you.
Oh my God. Oh my God, we already got a lot of them.
You see that fencing over there? I'm gonna lure as many as I can. You're gonna run in there, secure the gate, secure however you can, and stay in there. Dina, I can get bit a lot.
Oh my
Do as I
God.
say.
Go. Oh, go. Ooh. I know, what's the office
Shooting
coming at you?
things.
They're hard to kill.
Shooting
in the
things
game.
immediately.
Go, go, go! Whoa! Not a second to spare. That was close. She shot him right in front of Dina.
Jesus.
She could have shot Dina. Crap. Don't get bit
Like
again.
raptors.
She is going to get bit again.
Yeah, she's gonna get bit a lot. Reload, reload, reload.
She's out.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
Dina, you don't have
Oh
extra
my
bullets?
God. It can't be the wolves.
Is it Jesse?
It
I
has
swear
to be
God, is that
Jesse.
Jesse?
It has to be Jesse. Give me your hand. That has to be Jesse.
Or is it Tommy? Oh God, it looks like Joel.
They might change
It's
it
gonna
up.
be Tommy.
Oh, it's Jesse.
Oh, it's Jesse. Okay.
What? No.
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't know.
I was watching. They didn't fight her. Jesse, I swear.
I know, because you can't explain it right now.
She thought it was Joel for a second. Jesse, I love you. Go home.
Harper.
Oh no, I know who's in the park. I played the video game.
Stop. We don't go in there. It's like 5, 3 unknowns chasing down the park, heavily armed.
Jesse,
What?
how did you find us?
The map you left in the theater. Impressive triangulation, by the way.
Yeah, full circle.
Trust me, I didn't think it was you.
How did you find us?
Thanks so
I
much.
want to fucking talk to you right now.
You came alone?
Fair.
No, me and Tommy. We split up when we got to the city. Cover more ground.
I can't believe they sent you after us.
They didn't. But you two were gonna die out here. So we snuck out the next night. It's a good thing we did.
You know what, we're doing pretty fucking good
Up until what?
Joel. No.
Until we weren't. Stop, you okay?
Hopefully. We were supposed to rendezvous in the morning.
So what now?
Find a way out. Get back to the
Maybe
theater. show
Tommy
up
found
at
Shimmer.
Meet up with Tommy. And then we all go home.
No. Ellie.
There it is.
Knew it!
What the fuck is that?
Forever Scar.
Feel her love, man. Feel her love.
Sharp end.
Oh, this is just like, yes! When you see it happen in the game, you're like, oh my god!
No, I know things. I know what Isaac is planning. I can help you. He's nested in sin.
Oh my god. That is terrifying. Look how calm he is. Oh my god. Oh. That was gross.
Harry is free.
Wow. Oh, got Dina on the leg. Did that happen in the game?
No, it did not.
Right?
I'll meet you back in the theater. Fucking go!
Don't get away, Wolf. She sees you. She watches over us all.
Whoa. Whoa. Kim's hairstyle. She the one with the sledgehammer.
She's not big enough.
Yeah, that was like a
Sledgehammer lady was... Sledgehammer lady made Abby look like she was a little thin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got us.
Checking it out. Come on, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie.
And then that's when they said the name, like, phew! Because everyone thinks it's Bear, I'm sure.
I think this is the actress that's going to star in Naughty Dog's new game, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's her. She's from Sabrina. But I'm like super excited about Naughty Dog's new game. It's like space themed and stuff. It looks super fun.
Okay, I'm interested. I like how we see her taking care of patients before this scene.
Mm-hmm. Are we gonna get that that girl that plays the little PlayStation game?
Put that shit down.
No, I guess not. Straight to Nora.
Turn around. I'm sorry you saw it happen. No one should ever have to see something like that. Sometimes at night, I still hear his screams. It was a terrible thing, the way he died. Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
Holy crap. Wow.
Bleach in the eyes. Ugh.
Yep.
They're like, okay.
Yeah, no question.
Don't Nope.
Don't do it. Nowhere else to go. Crap. Whoa. Me too.
I mean, when you got nowhere else to go, you got nowhere else to go.
Ooh, yeah. Creepy. Don't touch anything. Because in the show, it's all a network. So not only is this creepy, but it's dangerous to touch anything.
I wonder if it's like sealed off down here, and that's why it mutated differently.
Mm-hmm. More concentrated. Ooh. Oof. Wow, that's cool. Oh, the torture.
Oh, that's so well done.
It is.
It looks so good.
Can you imagine? They're probably still alive. The way they grown and wow. They live longer. Ultimate hell. Wow. And these must be the soldiers, right?
Oh no, it's Leon. Yeah,
Yeah, it has
Park.
to be Leon.
That was so recent.
That took
He's
very fast. Like how long has it been? Not that long. I mean, maybe that was
So
like a while ago, that introduction.
The most it could have been is like a couple years, right? Because it's still a WLF.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a moment in a video game where I've never wanted to press a button less.
I know, but this was a hard scene.
We're infected.
Everyone?
You killed us both. Did I?
What a line. The only.
The immune girl, you're real. Yeah. Where's Abby? Don't you know what he did? I don't care. You don't care. He killed everyone in that hospital. Including the only fucking person alive that can make a cure for me. That was Abby's father. And Joel shot him in the head. That's what he did. I know.
Wow, Ellie. Slowly doing this. Wow.
Where's Abby?
I hate. To be able to do this to another human being, like, oh, it just.
God, the look on her face. It's so. She's doing
like,
such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Bella is killing this moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna play that music?
My God. Yeah, this is hard. You play it in the game,
That, like,
you have to hit
pumping
the
beat,
buttons to do this.
And it just keeps rising and rising, and you're just like, you're gonna make me press this button. You're gonna make me press it over and over and over again.
Man. Look how she just watches. Wow. Ellie. Whew. Very bad path. Very dark path.
Oh, God.
I know therapist lady was saying that, it's not Joel's influence. She would go down this path on her own, but I don't know. What's this? Oh, is this going to be a flashback? Flashback!
Jesus Christ.
Something so, traumatic.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, so next episode's going to be all flashbacks, maybe. There's a lot of good flashbacks from the game.
Oh, God. That was painful.
Yeah. A great story, but I want to see more Joel, even if it's just in flashbacks, and they are beautifully done. So I really hope, I'm assuming next episode is going to be fully focused on that, but I know they're going to do a good job. I just hope we get to see most of it, if not all of it, but there's a lot to cover. So maybe after next episode, we'll start to see a little more, throughout. But how many episodes are in this season, I
don't know. What are we on now?
This is episode 5.
5. Okay. So say next episode is flashbacks.
I'm guessing 8 episodes, right when this is done.
She still has to...
I'll check.
She still has to find the aquarium.
There's still a lot to cover, yeah. Okay,
and then get back from the aquarium. What else does she do anything else between Nora and the aquarium?
See,
I'm trying to think. Yeah. In the game, there's a whole part where she finds Jesse, right? She thinks it's Tommy. She finds him. Yeah. It's actually Jesse. And then there's a whole escape thing. And then she doesn't find Tommy. Oh, right. There's a whole water part.
Yeah.
So, okay, we can probably, my guess is 8 episodes we're going for here.
Yeah, last season was 9 episodes. I was just looking at that. I don't know. I don't want to look it up, but
I know I don't want to look it up either.
You probably have told us already, and I try to look at all the comments, and I apologize if I missed it. But yeah, so far the pacing has been really good, and I know they have to change up a lot of things because the game is so freaking long, and watching a series is very different than playing a game. So, the way that they combined a lot of things, I think flows very well. And I like Jesse meeting up with them, with Dina and Ellie in this way.
Yeah.
And seeing the stalkers again, if you guys played that scene, there's a lot of great scenes in part 2, but that was scary. And I remember just taking my sweet freaking time because usually you hear them groan and freak out. Not always, but you usually hear them when you stimulate them, when you get a little close, and then they get excited, and it sends chills up my spine every time. And you can see them sometimes if you wait, that they'll peek out from somewhere, then peek back in really quick. So I'd wait for that, and then I would set a trap close to them, then throw a bottle or whatever and make them run towards it and they blow up. So it would take a long time to do. And then Jessica was saying that she just full bore just runs in and starts shooting at them. And sometimes it would end up being like that because once you start to kill a couple, you just make the other ones angry, then they come at you anyways. And they're hard to fight in the game.
Most of the time when I play that game, my favorite technique for most things is to be quiet and to be stealthy. Mm-hmm. And I will be incredibly patient. I will just sit there and wait for the right moment. I have no problem with that, but something about the stalkers makes me so anxiety driven. It's it's one thing when I'm the stalker. When someone else is the stalker, I
Jessica,
real great
stalker, huh? No, it's scary.
When I'm stalking the wolves or the scars or the infected, it's not a problem. But when I'm the one being stalked by the infected, I get real like just
I get freaked
and
out.
I can't deal with the tension, and it's just gotta be like shotgun, 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 shotgun.
And the game's so well done. I know there's a lot of great games out there, but I don't play that many, and I play what you guys request, and they're always really good games. And The Last of Us is just something else, and I'm just so impressed with the gameplay that they don't always go in the same pattern that you think. Like new things trigger them, and they change it up, so you can't predict what's going to happen. And that's more terrifying too. So the stalkers could be hiding and peeking out one way, but if you make a noise somewhere else, or if you take too long, they'll start to wander and go elsewhere and get closer to you. And so you have to be like on your A game and just like pay attention to what you're doing. And I just think it's an overall fun game. It's terrifying, but it is a great game. So I do love these elements where they're taken right out of the different scenes, like the offices and just the landscape in general, the overgrown, plants and whatnot all over the city. And it just really feels like they just pulled that right out of the game. And I think that's so cool. I love so much about it.
This was a tense episode in quite a few ways, not just the stalkers. Mm-hmm. The whole, like, watching Dina and Ellie throw away chances to be happy people. It hurts my heart.
I know it does. It hurts me too. Like, it really does suck. And we know it's going to go in the direction it's going to go in. Just like with Joel, like that hurt a lot of us so much. And, I knew they couldn't change it. And if they did change it for the show, I probably would be upset. But at the same time,
like I don't want them to actually change it. This is just
but I want Joel to be around, and it's just how it is. It just sucks. I get it. Like, it just pulls at your heartstrings, and I really do love Dina and Ellie in this. I think the chemistry is great.
They're doing a really good job.
Yeah, a really good job. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, I was curious on if there was going to even be chemistry between Ellie and Dina. Because, watching the first series or first season, Ellie's so young. And I don't know why in the game it was different, where maybe it's because the waiting period between games, like, it was longer, that, like, you could feel like, okay, well, they're older. But in this, I was like, before the second season came out, I was like, Ellie looks so young and innocent. I just can't see her in a like full on relationship in season 2, but they did a great job. Like they just work so well together, and you can really see
Bella has a very young face.
Yeah.
She's totally an adult, but she has a very young face. And so like, it is hard to kind of, they aged up Ellie so much in the game, and in the game, she looks much older.
Yeah.
But they're the same age. She is the age that Ellie is in the game. I think she's actually a little bit older.
Yeah, they had to make her look younger.
It's just that young face. It kind of throws you off a little bit, I think. But
I think so.
Dina is so fun. They really captured her personality. I feel like
I enjoy her.
I think they really show like how well they get along together, how well they mesh.
Yes.
There's
the banter they have. Like, that's great. Like, you're smart as fudge.
You're smart as fuck.
The way they
and you're crazy, and that's what I love about you.
You're uneducated, but they mean it with love every time, But they just love it with each other. They're just perfect. They just know each other so well, and it's no BS, So they did a very good job. So I really love them, and I'm glad Jesse's in the picture now. Again, guys, we said a while
Jesse
ago
needs to go home. If they want to change that,
I know that we're kind of
I'm okay with that part. They can change that part. I'm gonna cry thinking about Jesse.
I know, because it happened so quick too, and it's like, oh my god! And I was in such shock. Everyone, I'm sure, but like, I was in such shock when that happened.
Because he's such a sweetheart. He's so nice.
That's the thing. There's a lot of nice people, excuse me, that have done bad things, but that's the thing. We just keep seeing this revenge and, justifying why you want to kill someone. And then you actually learn a little bit, because even Nora here, like, her saying that word, like those words to Ellie, like that last moment before she took off, and saying that, that bastard deserved it, or she said that little bitch deserved it, or whatever she said there, was like so insulting, but that's how she really felt. I mean, to go that far and follow your friend to get revenge on a guy that you're going to brutally murder, like, you committed, like, know what's going to happen. I mean, feeling it is more traumatizing, but you know, it just shows like how these people, you know, Ellie's not so different from them, you know, and like she's freaking scary in this episode.
They
her
are
dark eyes
very
just
similar,
tilting, like her eyes like wide like that, just watching the pain, watching the suffering, like wanting to see her suffer and die. Like that was a lot to take in.
That line for me, in the game, always it's a difficult line to read. That you know, the bitch deserved it, or I forget like exactly what she says in the game. It's a little bit different, I think, what she said here. But like I could never tell like how much she meant it, because it felt really obvious to me that everyone but Abby was just like, okay, I think we're done here. You know, Abby kept pushing it. She kept pushing this torture. She kept keeping Joel alive. And I feel like everyone else in the group was just like, we could have shot him and I would have been happy and moved on with my life, kind of thing, and never worried about it.
Yeah.
So I do feel like they all think that Abby went a little too far.
We see that more in the show for sure.
Yeah, but also like, you know, he did do a bad thing, especially in their point of view, you know,
killing everyone at the hospital that was trying to save people.
Yeah, like that's what they know. They know that these were their friends, that they were specifically trying to save humanity from like a horrible infection, and that they knew these people and loved these people. I can never tell if she's trying to say that to rile up Ellie specifically. You know, is she trying to get Ellie mad so that she'll make a mistake and then she can use that? What she does immediately, as soon as she says it, Ellie starts to move towards her and she throws the stuff at her. Like it feels to me like she says it intentionally. And I can't tell how much of it she meant when she said it.
That's a really
I can't tell in the game, and I can't tell in the show.
Yeah, because I can understand that. I think she meant it, but you're right. You know, that could have just been a moment of distraction to get away. You know, like she was trying to figure out what to do. So it could be, I think she felt it though, because, you know, how she knew Ellie, when Ellie said, I know what Joel did. And then she was kind of like,
later,
her, like,
for sure. Yeah.
You know, so I think she truly did mean that, but no, that's an interesting thing. Cause maybe she said it, you know, more out of distraction than feeling. But so we just keep getting that cycle of hate, you know, just ongoing. I do have to say that I'm glad we didn't see Bear, as cute as he is in the game.
We didn't see, and Bonnie stayed alive as far as we know.
Yes, because that hurts. That hurts in the game.
Gosh, I just when you kill a dog and then someone says Bear, and you're like, oh no, he had a name.
I know, because that was my
later
biggest
on
thing.
You're just like, oh no.
You're forced to be around Bear
no.
in the past, and it's like, oh my god. But so I mean, it gives you such a perspective on things, you know. And in the game, you know, you have in part 2, there's, I think in part 1 too, but I think part 2 mainly has like dogs that like sniff around like this.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have to be very stealthy, and they're really hard to sneak around, and they get your scent really quick, and you definitely have to move pretty fast and quiet, and it's a really big challenge. And sometimes I get so freaked out that in the game I just end up killing them, and it hurts, and I hate it, and I just feel so bad. But it's the easiest way to get out of there.
They'll find you. Those dogs will sniff you out.
Yes, they're really good at their job. So I love animals. So that really was hard. As much as you kill so many people in the game, it's like, that's fine. No, but that's, you know, traumatizing too. But it's like the dogs is just like another level.
The dogs don't know. The dogs, I think that's the difference. Is like the people are coming at you with guns, and yes, they have lives, and yes, that's the whole point of the game, is to be like, these people are real people or whatever. But you know, the dogs don't know any better. Dogs aren't doing this because they want revenge. They just want the treats they're going to get if they do the right thing.
So that hurts a bit. So I'm glad we didn't see Bear, but I think we're going to at some point. And
which is Bonnie the one that, not to talk too much about the future of the game, but so Bear is the one we play fetch with.
Yep.
When you go, but is Bonnie the one you go on the ride along with?
Maybe, because the name does kind of sound familiar, so that could be a
Bonnie
thing.
might be that one.
I played the game once. I still didn't finish the last half hour or whatever, but the second game, I played the full first game, and then 90% of the second game. So you played both games, or at least the second part,
Yes.
like many, many times, right?
I've
Like
played it multiple times. But for some reason, I can't quite remember what that dog's name is. It might be Bonnie.
So that's why, like,
Bonnie that we see.
Yeah, because you have a great memory, anyways. But like, you know, playing a few times, like you retain a lot more too. So because sometimes I'm like, wait, I don't remember that. I'm like, oh yeah, but I do remember the name Bonnie, and you're right, it might be that dog. I'm not sure, but if you guys remember, can let us know. That would be awesome. But yeah, so this was a good episode. It was devastating. The whole Nora Ellie scene with Ellie just beating her up to death, like that's hard. And Jessica, you were saying in the game, and I agree, that you actually have to beat her. Like
you have to press Ellie, the button,
and you have to press the button through that story, and it's hard to do because you don't want to do it, you know. And Ellie's just really down, and she's in a very dark place right now, and she just wants to keep moving forward. She just wants Abby so bad. Like that's all that matters. She does not care about what Joel did. She loved Joel, and Joel was the same way. Like he was so focused on Ellie. They really loved each other, and nothing else matters, kind of thing. So they're willing to take out anyone else for the other one, and it's just it's sad.
They show that scene in the first series and the first video game where Ellie is kidnapped by creepy pedophile
yes, oh my god,
cannibal, and Joel just tortures people. And we didn't get to this part in this show yet, but like we'll see a similar scene or an attempt at it later, like how similar they are in how they go about this. And the thing that kills me too is like, I don't think Joel ever wanted this for Ellie. He didn't want Ellie to be like him.
No, he was just trying to protect her.
He wanted something, he wanted something different for her. But she is very much like him in so many ways.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I agree. And we heard before from Therapist Lady that she, you know, she was saying that Ellie, with or without Joel, would go down the path that is right for her, and she's going to go down this dark path. You know, it's not Joel's influence, it's her choice to do so. But but I do think it is slightly influenced too, because she was with Joel this whole time, and they like their family, and she's experienced a lot with him. That yes, it is her, like she is her own person, but people in your life. We've seen it in the multiverse, guys, that a villain could be a hero and a hero could be a bad villain. So influence is big. So sometimes, you know, that can make you a darker person for it. You know, you have good intentions. You love that person. But, you know, she was with Joel for a long time. They went across the country and saw a lot of bad freaking things together. Killed things together. So I really think that can definitely influence you to be a certain way, you know, not 100% maybe, but you know, Joel definitely had a big influence in this, but it's all sad.
I think a lot of it is opportunity too, because we don't know much about Joel's life pre-pandemic, right? But we can assume from what we know that he was a really regular dude. He was a contractor. Exactly. He did his job. He raised his kid. He hung out with his brother. Like, there's nothing to imply that Joel was ever, prior to this, someone who would torture people or raid people. We know that he has a little bit of a raider past, that he would murder anyone. There's nothing to imply that that's the kind of person he was. But then when given the opportunity and the circumstances, that part of him came out. You know? And I feel like it's the same with Ellie. Like, you know, Ellie's funny. She's lighthearted. She gets along so well with Dina and other people. You know, she's happy to do a job. She does it with a smile on her face, you know, or a grumpy face. But, you know, she has a really fun and infectious personality. But you give her the opportunity or the reason. Opportunity is probably not the right word, but the reason to do a thing. And she'll do it. And it's, you know, there's a reason for her to go after. She wouldn't torture someone just randomly. But give her a reason, she'll do it.
to even be able to do that, it's just, I mean, again, never, God forbid, been in that situation, but it's a different world, and they have been through so many traumas. I mean, just even hearing Dina's backstory as well, like everyone in this world has trauma, and everyone's lost people. So yeah, so it just really changes you, and you really just never know what you're going to be like in that situation, you know. So I love this story. It's so compelling. It's so wonderful. It's so sad. But it's very good storytelling, and the acting's great. I can't wait for next episode. So guys, thank you so much for watching with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye,
Bye so
guys.
much. Bye.
Oh, get those tissues out.